Good evening and welcome to Story Club. My name is Osher Ginsberg, and if you don't know who I am, and until quite recently, I was paid quite large sums of money to count roses in a whispery voice.
For over 10 years, this show's been running, sharing some of the most interesting, most fearless, most heartfelt, hilarious stories, and cringeworthy stories as well that you've ever heard.
But Story Club is pretty simple. There's only two rules. Rule number 1, the story must be true. Rule number 2, the story has to be less than 1,500 words. And that's it.
What I love about it is no matter who sits up here, we've had Olympians, politicians, actors, scientists, writers, you name it. You're going to hear something tonight that you will recognise intimately, something that you have been through, something you go, you know what, I know that.
So let's get down to business.
And Miss Helena says to get our things for show and tell. Show and tell? What show and tell? I've forgot about show and tell. I've got nothing to show and ergo have all to tell. I look out in panic to the blackness of the studio. Mum! She looks back at me how now I look at my daughter when she brings me an unexpected and unreasonable problem of her own design for me to solve. Mum heads out to the car park to see if there's anything left in our boxy but cheerful yellow Toyota Corona. The other kids have brought photos and artwork. One girl has her Surfers Paradise t-shirt with rainbow puffy paint and a toy from Dreamworld. Now it's my turn. From beneath the counter that we all sit behind, I reveal my parka.
My parents name him Reardon. My grandfather gives my brother a Chinese name. It means building the universe in Cantonese. My Chinese name means good piano. And I can't even play. It could actually have been worse. I read that in China, it's not uncommon to call a girl Zhao Di, which means expecting a brother. I love my culture.
I arrived at the ER and took a seat next to a gentleman in a Spider-Man suit, handcuffed to a wheelchair, screaming Jeopardy answers, and clearly no stranger to crack, when eventually a male triage nurse came to get me. Jeremy was a bespectacled beanpole of a man who was clearly under the pump. He muttered to himself as he hastily slapped nodules all over my bare chest, not letting the sight of my, frankly, incredible tits throw him off course. A promising sign I was in the hands of a professional. But as soon as the ECG printed, his face lit up. Whoa, holy shit, you guys seen this? He darted into the hallway, waving the printout like a winning lotto ticket, and rattled off a list of the most nightmarish things you could ever hear a medical professional say, let alone shout from the other side of a curtain. Including, oh my God, this is the real deal, all right? I've never seen one this bad. She's how old? Jesus Christ.
If I can find a YouTube video that shows me how to silence the stupid song my microwave sings when it's done, I can find a solution to this problem. No need to reinvent the wheel here. A problem shared is a problem solved, right? So I open up my laptop and into Google I type, stepfather bonding with stepdaughter. Go. Now, most of what the results showed, look, it wasn't YouTube, but they were videos. And judging by the thumbnails, the demonstrated techniques probably worked for a lot of people because their views were in the millions. But it was definitely not what I was looking for, you sick, incestuous f***s. America is weird. Thankfully, Audrey found us a family psychologist who offered some very useful ideas.
I pulled the thing in the air and waved it above me, screaming as the flapping creature showered me in its terror water. I threw it on the ground and I looked at the hook, which made its way through the creature's mouth and out through one of its gelatinous eyes. Dad, I screamed, looking at the dead fish. I think the fish is dying. You have to save the fish. Dad studied me, perhaps disturbed in equal measures by the fact that his daughter was a massive pussy. And also that she clearly didn't know what fishing was. I'm not sure why he was surprised. After all, I was in high school before I discovered that chips were not in fact sea creatures. I thought that chips were caught in the sea and that the deep fryer they were cooked in was a chip catching trap that had been taken from the ocean to the milk bar.